everyone, welcome to Snehbol. Today we are going to talk about a book named as Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Laurie Gottlieb. This book is very interesting because it is a book where a therapist is seeking therapy while she is dealing with her own patients. So this book will be compartmentalized into four sections. First one is where I got this recommendation and how I got this book. Second one is what this book actually is. Third one is who should read this book, because for me what is book is not that important, but who is reading this book makes difference, because in philosophy reader actually writes the books. You don't understand, right? That's what philosophy is. We don't understand it easily. Let it be. Move forward. The fourth compartment will be my experience of getting knowledge of this book and making it at the practical use. So, how I use this book, that all I will be discussing in the fourth section. Let's start with the first one, where I got this book. So I am fun living person. I watch every type of content on YouTube, though it comedy or stand-up comedy or any kind of shows before they ban and also all kind of videos. So I was very tired of watching all of those, so I clicked on a podcast, risky game though, which was uploaded in a channel named as Chalachitra Talks, or in which Miss Dubey, I'm forgetting her name, Miss Dubey was giving her recommendations, and trust me, this video was treasure that was just too good for the beginners who are willing to watch English literature. So I saw that video and she recommended this book. Maybe you should talk to someone. So I downloaded this PDF. Also, one thing I wanted to highlight, I noticed in that podcast that Namita Dubey, the lady, was sitting straight. The interviewer was this and this and this and this, but she was straight. I admired her discipline. I admired how she handled herself. I admired her posture. So I tried to mimic that in my own life. So I took inspiration from it, and I deliberately, consciously started to correct my posture to boost confidence and to feel a bit energized. So yes, that is another takeaway I took from that podcast. Coming back to book, this is how I got this book. The second compartment is what this book actually is. So guys, let me tell you, this book is funny. This book is hilarious. At one page you will laugh like crazy person, and after 2-3 pages you will be crying like a baby. This is a roller coaster of emotions. You will feel all kind of emotions in this book and you will get away from it. There are so many characters. Let's talk about John. John is a character everyone loves. How he talks with our author and their no joke kind of thing, that is very funny and interesting to read, and how he unfold. I am not going to talk so much about that because Sneha don't give spoilers. Without giving spoilers, this is account where you will get to understand their vulnerabilities, how they uh, came for therapy. Third one is who should read this book. The people who are curious. At this age, when I'm going to my college or meeting my peers, they are very curious about themselves. We as a Gen Z generation, we are more concerned about our whole health and our own well-being. So my friends also, when they started to read, they started with psychology, and they also tell that we started with psychology because we wanted to learn ourselves, we wanted to know more about ourselves. And unfortunately we do not have such kind of syllabus in our colleges, in our schools, in while we grow up. Even we have seen our parents, our family members having low emotional intelligence, or having anger issues and falana dimkana. So it just made a belief that everyone around us is normalized, and it is not normalized because it will affect your personal relations, your professional relations. It will affect your aims, purpose and goals. So having said that, learning about yourself is always good. The people who are trying to the people who are very good observant, and they can abstract, they can actually take messages by observing and by learning about other stories, they should definitely read this book, because you will going to have a ability to put yourself in their shoes and understand that if that person is doing this thing in this situation, what I might do, what kind of thing I will do. Or some characters you relate to, yes, you relate to. Some are just character you think that written for me, and what that character did actually inspired you. Self-help books gives you direct solution, but novels or this kind of books gives you a freedom to absorb, understand and adopt the things you think will going to help you. So reading books is one of the best therapeutic act present in this world. My filter is just anyways. And fourth compartment is how I was talking to my friend and she was ignoring uh, and I was like, you are ignoring this hard talk because this talk will make you uncomfortable, and when you will become uncomfortable, you will become to feel vulnerable, and this vulnerability you don't want. That's why you are not having this conversation. She was still and she was looking at me, and I gave her existential crisis. And the second time, in this book, it has written that sometimes what happens, what happens that we wake up late. Okay, one day, 2 day, 8 days, ninth day, the alarm rings at 6 a.m. and you know you wanted to wake up, but now you don't wake up. You off that alarm and you went back to sleeping, and you tell yourself that this is my discretion, I am not habitual of waking up late because this is my choice, I have control over my life, I am taking bad decisions on my own, and bad decisions are not coming from me, I am the master of those. So this kind of relation will give you the sense of control. This will going to give you the sense of control and sense of self. Therefore you will going to sometimes do things which are not you wanted to do, but just to prove yourself that you are doing it consciously. So we'll do that. Same happens when we love our friends, we love doing certain things, we love eating certain food, and we accidentally stop because we are fearful of getting habitual or getting controlled by those things. If I am craving something again and again, I feel like that food is controlling me and I don't want to be controlled anymore. So this is what insights this book gives, and it is really a nice book, I will say, and I will really going to recommend this to all the people. And also shout out to my professor today who told me in college that he had watched all my videos. There are few, so I was motivated to make another. So sir, thank you and bye.